So I'm going to take a wild stab at something. Of the people who are watching here, I would fathom that at some point in the last year to 2 years, you have had an experience of coming down with a little something that you may have thought was a cold or flu or something along those lines. But the identifying aspect of this was that you became dizzy, extremely dizzy, dizzy beyond anything you have maybe ever experienced before. You weren't sick. Nothing wrong was happening. You were actually, this was your activation. This is when higher energies came into you and literally lifted you up off of the ground into a new environment. And that new environment was new for you. It wasn't as solid. Ground wasn't what ground typically is. And you felt dizzy. You felt very dizzy. You may have even felt vertigo. You were probably down for over a week, maybe even 2 and 3 weeks. If this happened with you, you too are also experiencing what I'm experiencing now, whether you're conscious of it or not. It sort of depends on what you did during that period of time when you were feeling dizzy. If you got scared and felt you needed to reground in the old way, put yourself back on the solid ground, then maybe you experienced a bit of fear and or thought something was wrong, to the point that you brought yourself back into your standard awareness. And in that case, things are happening, but they're happening just beyond you being aware of it. And again, I just ask you to pay attention. I know that some people feel that when you begin to wake up, that when you begin to ascend, when you begin to become more self-realized, that things are going to be the same. Things are going to be just like they were before. And I don't find this to be how it is at all. And I know that some of my friends feel that I am coming ungrounded. And I'm going to talk about that later. When this begins to happen in a way that you are perfectly aware of it, nothing is ever the same. Everything changes. Everything changes. Your vision changes. Your hearing changes. The way you experience your body changes. There are so many changes. I couldn't even attempt to go into them without someone asking me to, perhaps, with a more definitive question. Maybe some of them will get brought up as I do these videos. But for now, I just want to say this, and that I will not ever be grounding in the old way, to the old place, ever again. And I know this looks like to some of my friends and to some of my family and to those who feel they know me, It looks like I am coming undone, that I'm coming away from things, away from life. But it's only away from life as they know life, as you know life. Life for me is changing, and I am in a transition period. I have come up off of the old ground and have not fully grasped the way to ground in the new environment yet. But I will. It's coming. So I just want to say I'm okay. And I will continue with these messages to relay what I can about what's happening.